Today, we're going to be talking about the Nazi anti-gravity machine known as Die Glocke. Die Glocke, which translates to the bell, was said to be one of the Nazi Wunderwaffe, their wonder weapons. Die Glocke was described by the Polish journalist and writer Igor Witkowski as part of Pravda, or Wunderwaffe. Other authors would pick up on the story in later years, associating it with the occultism of Nazis and research into free energy and anti-gravity. Witkowski learned about Die Glocke after he obtained access to transcripts of the interrogation of the SS officer Jacob Sporrenberg. The German officer spoke of an experiment carried out in secret at the hidden Nazi base Der Riese in the Owl Mountains near the Czech border. Several authors have speculated that the device, which we still don't understand, may have been some form of time travel machine. According to an article published by Patrick Kiger in the National Geographic, Die Glocke has become a popular speculation topic, and there's been something of a fandom formed around not just Die Glocke, but also the other supposed Wunderwaffen. The bell was said to be an occult weapon based on technology beyond anything that humans could produce. Even so, the chance that there is some revolutionary device like this hidden away somewhere has certainly sparked the imagination of writers. Some writers, such as Jan van Helsing and Vladimir Terzky, were more than happy to mix facts and fiction and create mystical weapons, secret societies, Nazi esotericism, and UFOs, which became a really popular topic in the 50s. So, just what is the bell? The bell was an experiment supposedly undertaken by Nazi scientists who worked for the SS at the facility Der Riese, which is German for the giant, near the Czech border. The bell itself is described as being a device made from hard and heavy metals, approximately 2.7 meters in diameter, and between 3.7 and 4.6 meters high. It gets the name because it is shaped like a bell. According to an interview Cook did with Witkowski, the device contains two counter-rotating cylinders that were filled with a violet liquid similar to mercury. The Germans called the liquid Serum S25, and it would be stored in tall, thin thermos flasks, encapsulated in lead and kept a meter off the ground. The experiments were said to include other substances, including Leichtmetall, light metal, like thorium, and beryllium peroxides. Witkowski described the bell as having a range of up to 200 meters when activated. It would have deadly effects on all living beings within this range, freezing their blood and destroying all their organic tissue. The Polish journalist would explain the purpose of Die Glocke was generating anti-gravity propulsion. This is why the device was secured to the ground using thick and heavy chains. Now, it's also said that 5 of the 7 scientists working on the project, which was headed up by physicist Walter Gerlach, died under unknown circumstances. Witkowski details in his book that a French scientist by the name of Eli Carton had taken major steps in the field of anti-gravity following the First World War, though the anti-gravity that his machine was purported to have produced was insignificant and of no practical use. Die Glocke could have been built around the technology Carton established, however. Witkowski claims there is some external evidence that shows a concrete structure, nicknamed the Henge, near the Wenceslas mine, around 3.1 kilometers southeast of the main Sokolek complex of the Riese project, which may have been a testing ground for the anti-gravity propulsion generated by Die Glocke. However, some believe that the abandoned structure might just be the remnants of an industrial cooling tower. Whether or not the bell even exists remains one of the Nazis' best kept secrets. One thing we do know is that Der Riese was a real place, and it was made up of underground facilities built from Charles Castle in 1943, complete with tunnels, telephone wires, railways, and more. Now, the labor force working on the project were some 13,000 prisoners, the majority of whom were taken from Auschwitz. According to the testimony of the architect behind the project, Albert Speer, the budget for the project was 150 million marks. Wow. What are your thoughts on Die Glocke and the Wunderwaffe? Leave us a comment in the section below, and don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and that like button. Thanks for spending some time with us, and bye for now.